welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Jupiter to come closest to Earth in 59 years. No let up in Indian Rupee depreciation. One Omani Rial touches 211 Indian Rupees. Oman and China hold meetings on tourism. Germany's Olaf Scholz welcomes energy security deal in UAE. Special flight carrying 55 Afghan refugees arrives in India. Russia's Lavrov backs India for permanent member in UN Security Council. Rizwan's 50 and Rov's fiery death over spell helped Pakistan clinch 3-run win over England in 4 T20 International. Rohit Sharma praises Surya Kumar and Virat for their partnership against Australia in final T20 International. Those are the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. In an astronomical event that has not been repeated since 1963, Jupiter will be at its closest point to Earth on Monday, September 26, 2022. It will be visible as a large bright star from 6 p.m., Oman Astronomical Society said. Today, Jupiter will be at its closest point to Earth in 59 years, as it will be 367 million miles away from Earth, which is almost the same distance it was in 1963, and its farthest point from Earth will be about 600 million miles away. It can be seen today as a large bright star from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., the Society said in a statement. Continuing with the depreciation, Indian Rupee slipped further from the past week's low and hit another lifetime low on Monday morning. This consistent depreciation follows the ongoing strengthening of the US dollar index for a 2-decade on hopes that demand for safe haven currencies such as the dollar would pick up. According to Bank Muscat, the exchange rate of Indian Rupee per Omani Rial climbed to 211.06 on Monday morning, bringing a new wave of expatriates to exchange houses for remitting money. This morning, it crossed 81.50 against the US dollar. On Friday, it closed at 81.25. Notably, last Thursday's depreciation was the biggest single-day fall for the rupee since February 24th. The latest monetary policy tightening by the US Federal Reserve also lent support to the dollar, thereby weakening other major currencies globally, including India's rupee. For fresh cues, investors await RBI's upcoming monetary policy outcome. As per schedule, the next 3-day monetary policy meeting will be held during September 28th and 30th. Bilateral meetings were held between China tourism companies with their Oman counterparts during the Sultanate of Oman's hosting of 12 Chinese companies. The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism is hosting 12 Chinese tourism companies on an introductory trip in the Sultanate of Oman to introduce tourism components and products. On the sidelines of their visit, the ministry organized bilateral meetings between Chinese tourism companies with their counterparts from Oman with the aim of enhancing communication and creating working relationships to attract the targeted tourism segment from the People's Republic of China. Those are the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has come to an agreement with the United Arab Emirates over energy supplies. The agreement was made with UAE leaders in Abu Dhabi to buy liquefied natural gas or LNG from the Gulf state after Scholz and his delegation met with Emirati President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, UAE state news agency WAM reported. I welcome the signing of the joint declaration on the energy security agreement, WAM cited Scholz as saying. The Chancellor arrived in the UAE on Sunday after meeting with the Saudi Crown Prince on Saturday. Earlier in the day, he emphasized the need to rely on a variety of sources for Germany's energy needs, saying that being dependent on just one source will certainly not happen again. Scholz is scheduled to stop off in Qatar to end his two-day trip to the region. The German energy company RWE has signed a deal to secure delivery of 137,000 cubic meters of LNG to be sent to the new LNG terminal in Brunsbüttel near Hamburg in December. According to sources, the amount included in the first delivery equates to around 0.95 billion kilowatt hours of electricity. The Nord Stream 1 pipeline from Russia to Germany on February 1st this year, before the invasion of Ukraine, delivered the equivalent 1.75 billion kilowatt hours of electricity in a day, according to its operators. The company also signed a memorandum regarding long-term deliveries for 2023. We need to make sure that the production of LNG in the world is advanced to the point where the high demand that exists can be met without having to resort to the production capacity that exists in Russia, the Chancellor said before the deal was reached. Scholz is being accompanied by a large delegation of German business leaders whose firms are particularly vulnerable to gas shortages this winter. Germany is also on the lookout for sources of green hydrogen produced using renewable energies that it may hope to source from the Gulf. A special flight carrying 55 Afghan Sikh minorities fleeing from Afghanistan arrived in India at New Delhi airport on Sunday as part of efforts to evacuate the distressed minorities in the Taliban-led nation. International President of World Punjabi Organization and Punjab Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament Bikramjit Singh Sahni received the Afghan refugees who arrived at the Indira Gandhi airport. A special flight operated by Ariana Afghan with the number 315 was organized by the Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandh Committee, Amritsar, in coordination with the Indian World Forum and the Government of India to evacuate these Afghani minorities. The 55 families which were stranded in Kabul, Jalalabad have arrived safely in Delhi today. I am thankful to the Indian government to facilitate e-visas. We will rehabilitate them in My Family, My Responsibility program, Punjab MP Bikramjit Singh Sahni said. Sahni is running a program, My Family, My Responsibility, under which 543 Afghan Sikh and Hindu families are being rehabilitated in West Delhi by providing them with all facilities. He said, we are already rehabilitating 543 families by providing them with monthly household expenditures, house rent and medical facilities, and the rehabilitation of these people will be a part of the same program. The Afghan refugees thanked the Indian government and Prime Minister to provide urgent e-visas and safely evacuating them. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov backed India for becoming a permanent member of the UN Security Council. While addressing the 77th United Nations General Assembly, Lavrov said, "We see perspective of making Security Council more democratic via representation of countries from Africa, Asia and Latin America. India and Brazil in particular are key international actors and should be counted for permanent membership in the Council." While addressing the Assembly, Lavrov accused Western countries of throwing a fit over the referendum that is being conducted in Russia-controlled areas of Ukraine on becoming a part of the Federation. The Russian foreign minister said the crisis surrounding the war were growing and the international situation was rapidly deteriorating. But instead of having an honest dialogue and searching for a compromise, the West was undermining confidence in international institutions and encouraging negative tendencies within the United Nations as well, according to news. He said the United States was trying to turn the whole world into its backyard and, together with its partners, punishing dissenters from its worldview through what he called illegal unilateral sanctions which violate the UN Charter and hurt poor citizens in poor countries, targeting their medicines, vaccines and food imports. Earlier, India with 31 other countries in a joint statement on reform stated that an expansion of the Security Council in both permanent and non-permanent categories, as well as reform in its working methods, is indispensable to making his body more representative, legitimate and effective, delegations reiterated. The signatories of the joint statement stated that they reaffirmed that adapting the United Nations to contemporary world realities necessarily requires urgent and comprehensive reform of the Security Council, the principal organ for international peace and security. The head of delegations recognized that a reformed Security Council must better reflect the contemporary United Nations membership, including through enhanced representation of small island developing states, which comprises approximately 20% of the United Nations membership. Those were the international stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports.
Oman's largest online supermarket, now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports news. Rizwan's explosive half-century and pacer Haris Rauf's fiery spell helped Pakistan clinch a thrilling 3-run win over England in the 4T20 International at Karachi on Sunday. With this victory, Pakistan has levelled the 7-match T20 International Series 2-2. In the first innings, Pakistan posted 166 for 4 in their 20 overs. Rizwan's crafty 88 of 67 balls powered his side to a modest total. Pacer reasonably impressed with his spell of 2 for 37. Chasing 167, England was kept in the hunt by knocks from the likes of Harry Brook, 34, Liam Dawson, 34 and Ben Duckett, 33, but wickets fell at regular intervals. The visitors fell short by just 3 runs in a thriller after being bundled out for 163 in 19.2 overs. Rauf and Mohammad Hasnain produced match-winning spells for Pakistan. Pacers Mohammad Wasim and Rauf solidified Pakistan's grip in the match by dismissing Brook 34 of 29 and David Wiley 11 of 10. England was at 7 for 130. Rauf's 19th over marked Pakistan's comeback in the match as he sent back Dawson and debutant Ollie Stone, increasing his wicket tally in the match to 3. England was 9 down at 163 runs. England needed just 4 runs in the final over, but Topley was run out for naught by Shan Masood. Pakistan was able to steal a memorable win just when things looked terrible for them. Rauf 3 for 32 and Hasnain 3 for 35 led the Pakistan pace, delivering timely wickets. Wasim and Nawaz also took 1 wicket each. Earlier put to bat first by England, Pakistan was off to an amazing start. Openers Rizwan and skipper Babar Azam once again utilised power play well, bringing up 50 runs without losing a wicket. The 97-run stand between two was broken by Dawson as he sent back Azam for 36 of 28 balls. Then Shan Masood and Rizwan pushed the score further, but the run flow slowed down. Masood was trapped LBW by Wiley for 21 of 19 balls. Pakistan stood at 149 for 2. Pacer Topley went on to dismiss Khurshid Shah for 2 and Rizwan 88. Pakistan's innings were restricted to a score of just 166 for 4 in their 20 overs thanks to some impressive bowling by visitors in the second half. Following his side's 6-wicket win over Australia in the 30-20 International, Indian skipper Rohit Sharma said it was nice to see top-level batsmanship from Virat Kohli and Suryakumar Yadav under pressure. Blistering knocks by Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav and a late cameo of 25 run of 16 balls by Hardik Pandya took India to a 6-wicket win against Australia in the third and final game to seal the 3-match T20 International Series 2-1 at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium on Sunday. When it came to Suryakumar, we all know the quality he has. He can play shots all over the ground, and that is what makes him special. He has been really consistent with the bat. Whenever he got an opportunity, he has played an impactful inning. Every time I see him, he has taken his game a notch higher. It is a good sign as a player. Today, he was exceptional. We were two down in the power play. To come out and play like he played to take the game away from opposition was great, said Rohit during a post-match press conference. Not to forget Virat on the other end. He got a crucial partnership with Suryakumar. It was great for us to get that kind of batsmanship from those two guys. When you chase 180, it is not easy, especially after losing 2 wickets. But they kept their calm and backed themselves playing their shots. Good to watch it from outside as well, he added. The skipper also said that Harshal Patel is an important player for the side. Rohit expressed his satisfaction with the Men in Blue's performance in the series, but said that there are still some areas where they can improve. Those were all the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.